Hi everyone, this is Cyrus for iPhoneAppsFinder.com. Today I'm going to review Reader for iPad. We've had a chance to review this application in the past, and we've had it posted on iPad App Finders and iPhone Apps Finders. It's a great application to keep up with Google Reader. The problem is Google, for some strange reason, has decided to discontinue Google Reader after July 1st. And if you log on to Google Reader, or if just getting started with it and thought it was a cool tool, and it was one of the best RSS readers around, let's face it, Google is going to show you a message that you are going to have to find a way to move away. And Reader is a very elegant application, uh, especially if you have it on iPhone, iPad, and Mac, and you can download and start using it. It's not a free application, but here's the catch. These guys relied on Google Reader to sync your data. Obviously, they support Fever as well. Now, the problem is Google Reader is going away. What are these guys going to do? And the solution that they're working on it, they're supporting Feedbin. Let me show you what that is. So they're supporting Feedbin, which is a paid solution, and it's not like Google Reader, but it's close. It's quite elegant. $2 per month. They do have their API, so you can do the syncing, so it's easier to use for developers. That's one of the reasons. As far as Reader goes, you still get the functionality of syncing with your Google Reader. This is my Google Reader, my test account. So I have my own our own site here. We have, see, Gizmodo. So you get the content. It's very easy to use. You can share on different sites. You can star it just like you do on Google Reader. And the fun part about Google Reader was you could actually link it to other accounts. So you could set up. I personally set up in a way. I use Yahoo Pipes, I believe, and then I use a different solution after that. I think it's if this then that you can write your own recipe, so it grabs the start items from your RSS feed and then sends it to Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. So that way, the way it works is you get to share the stories that you really, really like to have favored it at the same time, not everything that you read to your favorite social networks. Now, those options are going away, so I haven't decided what to do with that. As far as Reader goes, I'm just going to go quickly as far as what it offers. It's going to get a major update, so you want to be aware of that. What you also want to be aware of is that the iPad version and the Mac version, I believe, are going to be free until the support for these other services are offered. So if you want to grab them now until they're free, and that offer is not going to last forever, I believe. So you can sync with Google Reader. You can see the directories that I have here. You can browse different folders and see what each story has to offer. You can send stories to Instapaper, read later, readability. You can open the stories in Safari. So you can all the cool do all the cool things that you want in RSS Reader. Changing font. I'm just gonna quickly go because I want to cover alternatives to Google Reader. That's really more important to me personally than Reader, because as great as this client is, you are still going to need a service to use your RSS read to grab to fetch your RSS feed updates. So you have all these share options, Facebook Pocket, which was the read later, I believe. Read it later service. They changed it. They rebranded it to Pocket. Readability, Evernote, Pinboard. You have pretty slick. Go through stories quickly. The sync button is at the bottom here. I'm just gonna sync quickly. I haven't done a whole lot anyway. I can also mark all as read, especially if you don't want to read some stories twice. That's the option you use. So, what do you use after Google Reader goes away? And I'm personally interested in getting your feedback as far as what to use. So, Feedbin is one option. I personally like NewsBlur. It has a very close design to Google Reader, and it is a paid application. You have to pay, especially if you have thousands of feeds. I'm not sure what the cost is gonna be. I don't know how they handle. They had a lot of traffic when this was announced. Google Reader announced that was going away, and they had trouble actually keeping the site up. Now they're buying servers, I believe, and they're gonna be more stable in the future. So they have Android, iPad, iPhone applications. So yeah, I mean they say unlimited for 24 year. That remains to be seen. As far as the speed is going to be very important, especially I personally have 1500 feeds on my account, and speed is going to be important. Feedly, very popular. People using it on Firefox. You can use it on Android or your iOS device. Obviously, Feedviewer is a do-yourself solution. You have to have your own server. These guys do the fetching. They also help you keep up with the hottest stories. So that's one thing to consider. It's a $30 price for license, and I think for major updates, for instance, from going from version 5 to 6, let's say, you have to pay additional. So that's a bummer. It's not a high price to pay. It's just as long as you have your own server and can set it up the right way and doesn't crash and things like that, you're covered. So that's about it. This is Reader for iPad. It is available for free, so I encourage you to go and get it now. You also want to check the Mac version. The iPhone version is not free at this time. I believe it's going to cost you about $3. But most of us reading their news on the iPad anyway, so if you want to get it started and learn your way around this application, the time to do it is now. This is Cyrus for iPhoneAppsFinder.com. I hope you enjoyed this review. For more information, please go to iPhoneAppsFinder.com or iPhonenest.com. Also, I do like to get your feedback on what you're going to use after Google Reader goes away. So please leave that in the comment section. Thanks very much for watching, guys.